Hey, what's up guys? Travis Patel here. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today I want to talk about how sometimes it takes money to make money. If you know what niche you want to be in, if you know which market, which products you're going to sell for the long term, and you're not just searching, bouncing around from niche to market, finding your first winner. If you know that niche, you're going to attack that market in the beginning a little bit differently. What you're going to do is you're going to really break it down all the way. You want to see every single piece of what you're advertising and what you're going to be, messaging to, who you're going to be marketing to. There's lots of different angles out there for every market out there. And if you know whichever niche that you want to stick in, you want to sell this one product, this product, then you're going to start off by breaking it down heavily. Whereas if we're just jumping around from niche to niche, we're trying 10 different niche shirts out at a time, or just trying to see what catches, then we're really trying to minimize how much we spend before we realize that's a loss. And we're really just trying to have a best estimate on where we should advertise, what we should start with on targeting, and all that type of stuff. Now, in this scenario, we have this shirt right here, "She Wants the D." You've probably seen this phrase a lot in sports phrases. I think someone trademarked it when it's written out. But here we have it with a graphical representation, and it has pretty much the same phrase, same effect, but this is super popular with guitarists because that's a D chord that is being played there. And what happens, this is very much connecting with the audience. We launched this about 6 months ago, did a small little advertising campaign on it. It sold. We had a positive outcome, positive ROI. But then we started cutting things down on 19th, and restructuring what we're doing, and that's been the ramp up here you've seen over the past month, 2 months, 3 months with the initial case studies and the cow niche and all that, and now we're starting to get things back in there. So with this shirt, we knew we had a winner. We knew we were going to be in this niche. When it came to the guitar niche before this, we weren't into the male rock guitar type of niche angle in this. We were actually selling like guitar jewelry to women, older women in their 45 to 65 years old, guitarists who are women, love jewelry, things like that, pendants, whatever. So this is a different angle, something new, something we've not tried out. We've just had that initial success where we probably make $100 or whatever. So what I want to do is I started this campaign off. We launched it with a typical round 1, round 2 mixture of ads, as I talk about in the case study. And we spent a lot of money up front breaking down our audience as much as we possibly could without having too much of a loss. And then now, after it's been about a week of these ads running, of us selling this shirt, we were in a loss very much in the beginning there, but now that we have data, we're able to turn things around, turn off what doesn't work, turn on what does work. And after the past day or two here, you've seen we've had a little bit more ROI being produced, which is only going to show really great things here in the future coming days, future weeks, as these ad sets are already optimized and really working towards that positive ROI. So let's go ahead and jump into the ads. You can see here's a shirt just on our 19th store, very simple. Here we have the PPE campaign and we have a WC campaign. Now what I did is I went and I redid my interest research. This is a new angle to the guitarist niche, so I wanted to really see all the different groups that I felt would fit with these male guitarists, a little bit younger, probably a little bit cruder audience, since She Wants the D is a little crude message. So I really broke it down to where this is day 1. We had December 10th we started on each of these. So like I said, a PPE and a WC campaign. And each of these are the same pretty much, except for maybe 1 or 2 ad sets. We have it broken down into age groups of 10, so 25 to 34. It'd be 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, 45 to 54, and then 55 to 65 plus. Now we have these age groups broken down for different categories of interest too. So we'd have 5 ad sets per category of interest. One category is our general interest, which would be kind of general guitarists and interests I found out there. One interest group would be dialed brand interest, which would be guitarist brands like speaker systems and pedals and guitars themselves and different things like that. Another group is publications, so this would be the magazines and the websites and those things that talk about guitar. On the PPE side, I also tried out friends of fans. Now, like I said, I was in the guitar niche a little bit last year, or the previous this year, but we were hitting the woman side, the mom side, the jewelry side. So friends of fans of our current guitar fan page is not going to bring in the audience we want for this She Wants the D shirt, and we saw that in our ad set here. but now we're kind of separating where we have the rock guitarist fan page and that niche, and we have the woman guitarist niche. They cross a lot, but the products they'll like, what they're going to really be into, are going to be different. So we had that in mind. Then lastly, I think, no, that's all we had. Those three different categories is what we broke down. So we had 15 ad sets, 16 ad sets per campaign going, $5 a day. This was day one. You saw we spent $35 on the the PPE. The WC is broken down the same, except we're not doing friends of fans. I think we just skipped that one altogether because we don't have a custom niche for the audience for this either. If I had a long-time guitar niche audience, I would use a custom audience there too. So we have this broken down into those three interest groups with 5 ad sets each, the age groups. As you see, day one kind of spent. We had no purchases coming through. Day two, let's see what happens here. Still no purchases. Let's see what the reports are saying. So we can go day 10. We had nothing come in. Day 11 or day 2, we sold 6. So that's after. Let's see. We'll do it by like this. So we sold 6. By this point, we have sold. Oh, we want to go 10 to 11. So 115 plus 110, 225. We're still in the red here, and this is not even counting the cost of the shirt. So 2 days in, I've already spent $225, and we've not made money. We're in the red. Typically, this would be shut it down, you don't want to move on. But we're looking at individual ad sets. I want each of these individual ad sets to be spending $20 plus before I even make any judgment calls. So we're coming into day 2, day 3 here. Damn it. Just pissed me off. Alright, so we're at about $200 each campaign, we'll say, just to estimate $400 in. We'll go 10 to the 12th. Now we're at $524. So we sold 9 on that next day. As things are starting to optimize, start to kind of pick up, we're starting to get closer to a positive ROI. We're still in a red because we spent $400 on ads. We've made $525 here on revenue, but that's not counting the cost of the shirt. With 15 sales, you know, we're going to average about $15 cost, $10 to $15 cost per shirt. So, you know, we're still in that red a little bit. Now, as we progress here, we still have sales happening. We still have the ads going. We haven't shut anything off. I didn't shut anything off on these ads until just, I think it was yesterday, actually. So, yeah, all these are about up to $20 now. We're starting to get some purchases happening, seeing what's going on. You can see the ones I've kept on after the 14th are the ones who are making the sales, obviously. So this one's going a little bit slower. The WC's over here. And I think it was the 14th is when I decided to adjust, turn off these ads, because that's when they had done the $20 spent. So we kept on the ones that are working, obviously. Now these that are doing double, this 55 to 65 plus, I'm going to go ahead and I'll duplicate this a few times over today. Allow that to run through. We're starting to ramp up this shirt and what we're going to do with these optimized ads. We're going to hit all the other angles of interest that I found. This is just 3 grouped interests that we have. We found out the age groups that are really buying this. We know that it's male, jumping in that way. But now we're seeing that we spent about, what, $620 on the 14th. And on the 14th, you see that day 2, we made a lot. So $620, 38 sales, we'll say 15 a sale there, so that's about $600. We're up about $200 now, a few days in. 4 days in, today's the 15th. We're starting to ramp up again. It's early, we've only sold 1 today, but as I duplicate these winning ads and go there, you can see we spent money to find out what's working, found the data, now we're going to ramp up in those areas that are working. So hopefully you guys get to see a little bit how this works, how it's working for us, and how you can do the same. It's just kind of a constant process with every product you have out there that takes off or not. Like I said, later this week, we do have a case study coming out where I'm going to show you how to find those first winning niches, those first winning products, so you can start doing this stuff and really have faith in investing that money in your advertising campaigns. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Travis Patel. I will talk to you later.